Alright, so yet another video. In this one I'm going to be talking about speaking and errors that I've made in the past and continue to make now in the way I speak to women, basically, to the opposite gender, and to other people too, just other guys, people around me in my life, and how it devalues me, kind of creates this barrier between possible attraction because it presents lower value. I've learned that people are attracted to others that portray themselves as having higher value, typically, right? People that demonstrate leadership, demonstrate resourcefulness, demonstrate that they are worthy, that they feel worthy about themselves. And of course, this is a journey. It doesn't happen in one day where you just wake up and, oh, suddenly, dude, yeah, I can fucking, I'm the tribe leader. Alright, and I feel so good about myself and all that. But just being mindful of the way you speak to others and how they can perceive it, right? Now, for me, things that I typically do that immediately lower value is that when I feel anxious around others, I demean myself. Basically, the way that I feel, I allow that to kind of seep through and kind of portray that to others. So, for an example, right? If I'm talking to someone and I'm feeling anxious, I might say something like, "Hey, I'm Erica. Really nice to meet you. You look so beautiful." Well, I never say you look so beautiful, but just like, yeah, I don't really like what I'm doing right now, and I'm super unsure of my future, and things just, yeah, the future is really unclear to me, and yeah, right. I've done that several times before when I'm within like 2 minutes of conversation, just immediately, oh yeah, yeah, I'm really not sure about my future and things aren't too clear, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, just that general sense of lack of direction, lack of purpose, lack of resourcefulness at the end of the day, very deep uncertainty about your entire existence. People pick up on that very easily, right? So, just reminding yourself before you go into conversation with somebody you don't know or whoever, right? Just don't say things that will bring your value down immediately. That's because then they will not respect you as much, they will not treat you as such, and you're going to perpetuate the cycle of believing these things about yourself. At the end of the day, we want to believe and teach ourselves that maybe I'm not so bad. Maybe I actually am of value. Maybe I can be a leader. Maybe I can do all these things that I really didn't believe that I could do before. And the way you speak to other people, especially those that you feel are above you at this current moment, or that are like on that same level, or slightly, people that you might feel slightly uncomfortable around, that makes a big difference. You probably wouldn't speak like that to your friends, alright? You're not telling them, oh, well, I'm really unsure of my future, and, right? It's also the way you speak. Are you making eye contact? That's one big one, right? If you got like a downward gaze and you're just talking like that, nobody's gonna want to be around you, man. At the end of the day, it's not attractive. So, this weekend, the weekend's kind of far away, but this weekend I'm going to practice that a lot, and just in my day-to-day life, like going to practice just speaking with authority, right? Even if I don't know exactly what I'm doing with my future, I could be like, yeah, I've got a lot of great opportunities ahead of me. I'm still figuring out exactly what direction I'm going to go into, but I've got a lot of options, and I really do believe that my future is set up for success. My training is going incredibly well. I'm stronger than I've ever been, and actually just recently won a powerlifting competition. Went super well. Beat the guy in second place by like 100 kilograms. Beautiful competition. Just finished my semester. Did incredibly well. And yeah, life's good right now, life's good. And yeah, how about you? Right? You don't want to embellish yourself too much, but at the end of the day, if you speak kindly about yourself, especially when you're talking to other people, then you're going to register that, right? You'll be like, hey, wow, maybe I'm not this bad. Maybe I actually do have a lot of things going for me, right? But you have to actually say it. And say it with authority, and it's hard to do that when you're under that stress. But just, that's why you have to be, kind of set a plan before, right? Like, before this interaction. Before I go out here, I am not going to say these things. And then you catch yourself, right? You catch yourself. And if you do slip up a bit, whatever. It's not the end of the world, but it's just becoming better at communicating with authority, with confidence. There is time for vulnerability, don't get me wrong. You can absolutely be vulnerable about the things in your life, right? But, again,